What's up, guys? I'm bringing you another MKX breakdown. This time it is the evil son of a bitch sorcerer himself, Quan Chi. Now, Quan Chi, just like he was back in Deadly Alliance, and I believe he was in Deception. I know for a fact he was in MK9, but yeah, I'll base it off MK9. He's basically the same thing, like the same moveset, same style, all that. There was one problem with his fifth brutality, but it's basically another one of NetherRealm's little misprints or lack of information kind of shit. But anyway, let's get into the X-rays, brutalities, fatalities, end story, and I'll cover the fifth brutality when I get there. So for his X-ray, you want to be standing at least about, I would say, about mid-range away, just to make sure that you can connect with the beam. And then you basically pull a Deadpool and teleport all around, beating his ass. Okay, for Fatality 1, the mind game, you have to be far away from your opponent, so basically at the other end of the screen. And you have to hit back, forward, back, circle. Pretty easy. So forward, back, circle, and basically summons a knife and makes it float right into the opponent's mouth, and out the other end, lifts them up, and drops them, cutting them completely in half. Pretty cool. And Fatality 2, both ends, is done at close range, and you have to press down, forward, back, forward, triangle. And this one was a little bit of a what the fuck moment for me the first time I pulled it off, because I couldn't really understand what he did, but then it was pretty simple to understand. Basically pushes him up through his opponent through the portal, catches him, and then just basically turns off the portal, cutting him in half. Not bad, but I've seen better. So for Brutality 1, can be done in any variation, and you have to press down, down, down before the last head slam. And you have to do this, for the final hit is the Sky Crush, so it's down, back, circle plus R2, and then you have to hit down, down, down before the final head smash, because he smashes the guy's head like 3 times into the cement. So yeah, there you go for that one. Brutality 2 is also done in any variation. Now you have to be jump distance away from your opponent, so like a live opponent could be pretty difficult to pull this off. And you have to hold triangle during the final hit, which is basically a skull projectile, which is done by pressing down, back, triangle. So yeah, just make sure you're far away from your opponent, down, back, triangle, and hold the triangle. That's all you do. And that is the end result. Moving on to difficult shit. Brutality 3 is done in the Sorcerer variation. Now, your opponent must stand in the final hex spell circle, which is done by pressing down, down, triangle. Now, the opponent must block the final hit. So, you know, kind of hard to do this one too. And the final hit comes from the ground burst, which is down, back, and square. Again, another difficult one for you to do if you're against an opponent, a live opponent. So just hit the down, down, triangle, which will do the hex. Make sure your opponent's blocking, and then down, back, square for that. And you basically reduce him to a green glowing skeleton. Pretty cool. And Brutality 4 is done in the Warlock. Now this is probably a lot easier to do than most other brutalities, except for maybe the first one. You have to win the first round with a throw. So, like, as you see there, I just won with a throw. And the final hit of the final round has to come from a throw, which is done by pressing L1. So yeah. Another pretty easy brutality to do. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So I guess I can start talking about Brutality 5. So, Brutality 5, as you will see, is done in the Summoner variation. Now the thing is, it says that you have to do the Demon Grab, which is done by pressing down, forward, and X. The only thing is, it doesn't really, it's not really well explained. Hell, I guess I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So, let me bring up the move list. Okay. So, like it says, you have to be jump distance. Opponent must have at least 10% health, so you can't have any less. And you have to hit X 4 times during the Demon Grab. The only problem is, to do the Demon Grab, you have to press down, forward, and X. Now, by doing down, forward, X, you were doing that little kick I was showing you. So if you go to the special moves list and go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see that there is a Demon Spawn, which is down, back, X, and then the Demon Grab, which is down, forward, X. And that's not actually explained in the Brutality tutorial list. So just push down, back, X, and then down, forward, X, and hit X 4 times during the final hit. And yeah, you fucked up again, NetherRealm. But that's it for me. I'm out.
Quan Chi had long been a servant of Shinnok. His role in freeing him from imprisonment had not gone unnoticed by the Elder Gods. Shinnok was no longer a threat, but Quan Chi's actions had given rise to a new power. After much deliberation, the Elder Gods contrived a plan to rebalance this power before it grew further. Free will was burned from Quan Chi's soul and replaced with a single directive. He must kill Raiden.